Today is Roktavor Day. Cue intro. Welcome, Bladers, and on today's episode, we're looking at Glide Roktavor R6 and Brave Roktavor R6. And I know you may be thinking, but the clip art showed both Rantaro and Rangyro, and yes it does, but Hasbro has not released Rangyro's version of Roktavor, because I believe this one is Rantaro. But keep your eyes open for future stadiums coming out because they always like to do recolors. But let's go ahead and look at the back of these boxes. As you can see, the Glide Roktavor has the spin stabilizing wings. There's all the pieces. There's his stats. I'm so happy they're starting to put stats on the back of the packaging again. I use a lot of these for my research and everything. But there's the Brave Roktavor. It doesn't really come with a special gimmick. But let's go ahead, open these puppies up, and check out the pieces. Okay, so here's our pieces. We have the new sparking chips of Roktavor, the rings, the forged disc, and the performance tip. You have, let's see, this is called Glide, that is called Brave, that's called Wheel, that's called Ratchet, that's called Revolve, and that's Survival. Now let's go ahead and weigh each one of these pieces out. Okay, so we have our scales here. I'm just going to go through each piece individually. So 2 grams for the Glide Roktavor chip, 10 for Glide, 25 for Wheel, our second heaviest Hasbro forged disc, and 11 for Revolve. So now we're going to move over to Brave Roktavor's chip, 3 grams. Brave comes in at 9 grams. Ratchet comes in at 20 grams. And Survival comes in at 6 grams. So let's do some movie magic and put these together. So Glide Roktavor comes in at 49 grams, where Brave comes in at 37 grams. And both of these being stamina type, I feel like honestly the Glide's your best choice between the two. But let's test out their spins and see how they do against battles. So I figured since we're using Speedstorm bays, I'll use my Speedstorm Stadium. So we're going to test launch both Glide and Brave. After test launch, we're going to battle them with each other. Then we're going to see how they do against a defensive bay, an attack bay, and a balance bay. So, first test launch, Glide Roktavor. 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, he does actually have really good speed, which more than likely means his stamina is really high. Which, as you saw on the back of this, it does actually have really high stamina and really high weight. And the weight could come straight from the Forge Disc, with it being the second heaviest Forge Disc they've made since 00. He's still going. I don't know how well the spin stabilizing wings are. My wife actually got a Bey that had the same gimmick out of the Speedstorm set. I want to say it was Dullahan. I may have butchered that name, but in my opinion, as soon as that Bey got hit, it started wobbling. So maybe with Roktavor, it might do a little bit better. Next, we're going to do Brave Roktavor. 3, 2, 1. For a stamina type, he does move around a lot like an attack type at first. He also has really decent looking spin. But he does not spin as long as the Glide Roktavor. He's already getting wobbly. And there you have it. So let's do the test battles with Glide, then we'll move over and do test battles with Brave. So, in theory, he should be really good against defensive types. So, not like Curse the Tomb at all. So let's reverse the launch. Three, two, one. So he did beat Curse again, but you can see that he got really unbalanced really quick. So next up, we're going to do what he's weak against, which would be attack types. And see how he does. 3, 2, 1. So, Excalius got a burst off on him. So, like I said, he should be weak against attack types, and seeing that kind of proves it. But let's reverse the launch and see what happens. So Glide Roktavor did win that match. So against attack types, it's about 50-50, but he was almost ready to burst. So next we're going to do Glide Roktavor versus Perfect Balance, aka Turbo Sprizing. 3, 2, 1. that was a tie. We're going to try it again with reversing the launching. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Another tie. So now let's see how they all do against Brave Roktavor. 3, 2, 1. So even though Tomy bursted at the end, you could really see that Brave Roktavor lost his balance really quickly. As soon as he got hit, he was already on his side. So reverse the launch. And Tomy with the burst finish. So not so good against defense types so far. Next we're going to try out attack types. Double burst finish. That may need a replay slow-mo. So we're going to move ahead and go into the balance battle. So he did beat Spryzen. But we're going to try it one last time. So it's about 50-50 when it comes between balance. But yeah, there you have it. There's all the test spins and battles. So all in all, they're decent bays. I prefer Glide over Brave, but that's my personal opinion. I just feel like Brave doesn't last as long in battles, where Glide has an actual chance. I may try a combo that doesn't revolve around Revolve, no pun intended. But all in all, it is a good bay. I would recommend, if you're gonna get one for competitive use, get him. If you're gonna get it just for collecting purposes, get both. Hasbro did do a good job on this one. This one I feel like they just kind of came out with to make up for the fact that they didn't make him in white as well for the Rangera bay. But as always, here comes the QR codes. Go ahead, pause the video. Couple seconds left. Don't miss out on your chance to get these on the app. But all in all, they are good bays. And like any good blader say, practice makes perfect. But this will be the end of my video. I just want to remind you all to hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, make it go ring-a-ding-ding. Stay safe out there. Keep Beyblading and let it rip!